it's time for full disclosure. I am driving to Tucson, then I'm jumping on a plane. I'm going to Denver for a few days. So I am going for work, but my simulator sessions and my classroom sessions are all in the afternoon, evening, and night. They start at 3 p.m. and go to like 10 p.m. So I do have some fun stuff planned for the mornings. Do a little bit of hiking and see what we can find around Denver. Last year when I went, the coronavirus had just hit the United States like a week or two before, so everything was shut down. The entire area where I was staying, where all the hotels are near the airport, was like a ghost town. So we'll see if it's a little different this time.
We'll be conducting general boarding from the rear of the aircraft forward. Please disregard the group number on your boarding pass and remain comfortably seated until your row has been called.
Good morning, it is the next day. So I went for a little drive today, about 45 minutes away from my hotel, to a place called Watertown Canyon. And on some of the hiking websites, it said it was a good hike, so I guess it's more of a walk. But I'm gonna go walk a few miles here, see what I can see. They say on a lot of the reviews that you can see bighorn sheep. So I'm hoping to see some bighorn sheep. I will let you know. All right, I've been walking for about 15 minutes, gone a mile and a little over a mile. And I can already tell I'm gonna get really sunburned. It's pretty sunny, as you can tell. There's the sun right up there, right behind my head. And I did not wear sunscreen. It's actually pretty warm. It's probably 62, 63, not bad. Other trips I've come to Denver, it's been freezing cold. The first year I came early March and it was like 18 degrees when I got here. Last year it was probably 50, so I was expecting it to be kind of cool. And I was not expecting to get a sunburn, but I can tell I'm going to be sunburned. Luckily, this trail is in and out, so it's not a loop, so I will be evenly sunburned, because on the way back to the car, I will be burning the other side of myself. Right, I flipped myself, so it's time to burn this side. Get a nice even burn. So we have a friend who says that anytime she comes to an area like this, where there's a creek or a river or some kind of water, she can't leave without touching it. So I kind of feel like I need to make my way down to the river to touch the water. I think this will work right here. Yeah, so the water's gonna be warm. I bet it's gonna be nice and warm. Sorry, it's really windy. Probably can't hear a thing I'm saying. There we go. There, I made it. Now I'm gonna touch it. Oh yeah, that's warm. That'd be great to swim in. By the way, you are not allowed to swim here. No swimming. Don't think you want to. The water's probably about 42 degrees. So I found no bighorn sheep. I was really hoping to see some bighorn sheep. Didn't see any. I did see some bighorn sheep poop though, so that was pretty much just as exciting. Good morning. So things have changed pretty significantly since yesterday. Yesterday the weather was really nice. It was sunny. It was fairly warm. I mean, probably close to 70. And then when I was walking back from my sim session, which is right across the street from the hotel, it was about 9 or 9:30, and it was cold and windy. And then woke up and looked out the window, and this is what I see. Yeah, snowing. Yesterday it was probably 70. Today it's supposed to be about 35. And snowing. Now this is something I didn't expect to have to deal with. 3 inches of snow. When I looked at the forecast for the week a few days ago, it was supposed to be 60s all week. And yesterday in class, somebody mentioned it was supposed to snow today, and sure enough, and we woke up to 3 inches of snow. Not really loving it. Nice fluffy snow though. I think that'll do. I think I can see out. All right, so last year when I came to Denver, I had scheduled to do something pretty exciting, but because of COVID, I was not able to do it. I'm going scuba diving in Denver, Colorado. That's probably something that not too many people can say that they've done. There's a Downtown Aquarium in Denver, and they allow you to do a scuba tour in there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Pretty excited about it. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time. So here we go. So the dive experience also came with a free pass to see the exhibit, so I'm going to wander through the aquarium now. So this is the tank that we swam in, that we scuba dove in. You might notice there's a turtle. There's actually 3 turtles. Because the turtles are protected, they're green sea turtles, they had to lock them up while we dove in there. So they bait them in with flashlights. They say that the turtles are trained to go to flashlights. So they bait them into a separate enclosure and lock them in there while we're diving in there. And then once we're done, they were able to release them. So didn't get to dive with the turtles, but I did get to dive with the sharks. Reach in and touch the rays here. All right, so that was super cool. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did that. So when we were getting ready for the dive, my guide told me that the sand tiger sharks, they've got big old snaggletooth mouth and they lose a lot of teeth. And she said that I could sift through the sand and look for a tooth. I sifted somewhat. This is pretty cool because a lot of the tropical fish would come up and eat the debris and whatever you're sifting through. But after the dive, she told me that she had found a tooth and that I could have it. So there is a sand tiger shark tooth. Pretty neat. If you're ever in Denver, come to the aquarium. It's well worth it. Pretty cool. On my way over to flight safety for day number 2. Good morning, it is the next day and I'm on the road again. I'm not really sure where I'm going today though. I'm just going to explore. Today is my last day in Denver. Tomorrow morning I'll be headed home. So I got one more sim session this evening and then I will be done. But I've got the morning free again. So I'm gonna go see what I can find in the Denver area. Actually, I've never driven up into the mountains that are just west of Denver, so I think I'm gonna drive up that way and see what I can discover. All right, this is a place called Charlie Taylor Waterwheel Park. That's the water wheel. I guess they used to power something with it. That's normally a waterfall, and it's all frozen. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that waterfall is frozen solid. It is cold up here. Look how thick the ice is. Look at all the icicles hanging down. It's near Idaho Springs, Colorado, up in the Rocky Mountains. It's around 8,000 feet. And my nose is freezing off, so I'm not going to stay here for too long. Pretty crazy to see a frozen waterfall. All right, I read the placard. The giant water wheel there, I guess this guy Charlie Taylor, he moved into the area in the mid-1800s and he saw a big water wheel and he vowed that someday he would build a bigger one. And so he did. He built that one. It was part of the gold rush, gold mining, and all of that. It was used to crush ore to extract the gold and silver. All right, Charlie Taylor Waterwheel Park is pretty. It's beautiful. It's nice, but it's also freezing cold. So I'm going back to the car. I don't know if you can see all the ice in the creek here. Blah! Cold just looking at it. freezing cold, and that dude right there is wearing shorts. Crazy. Check out the tunnel. This is Red Rocks Park on the west side of Denver. This is an amphitheater at Red Rocks Park where they do concerts and things, and people come to work out, apparently. So still here at the amphitheater, looking off the side here up the hill, and there's a few deer up there hiding under a tree. Let me see if I can zoom in far enough for you to see them. Underneath that tree right there. Just hanging out there.
So I have like
at the airport, getting ready to head home.